Came out this morning to work on the Land Rover a little bit. And what I'm going to be doing is putting this axle back in the front here and hope to get the hub and everything back on. This is a new adventure for me. I'm learning about Land Rovers as I go along. The first thing I had to do was, I had been told there was a hornet's nest up in here, and sure enough, back in the back there was, and I got some spray and took care of that. But now I'm gonna get the axle out here and put it in. I was naively trying to put this all back together on the bench, and it's a handful. As you can see, this is not a restoration, it's just a cleanup and renew seals. And the other thing I'm doing is converting it from right-hand drive to left-hand drive, which is a long story, but I've learned a lot along the way, and I've been lucky to get some necessary parts to make it happen. But as you can see, I've got a cut off steering arm up here and the new left-hand drive steering arm down here, and that's what I'm in the process of putting together. So what I've learned is that I can't handle this thing on the bench, so I'm going to take just the stub axle and the new swivel seal and stuff out to the car and get it in there. Get these 6 bolts in here, which are really tough to work with, but let's see how that goes for starters. Okay, I've cleaned up the flange face here, and I've popped the old seal out and got everything pretty much cleaned up and ready to bring the axle out here. I gotta go find some Hylamar or some gasket sealant or something to put this all back together with. I'll be back. Alright, I got the axle out here, and I have it, as they say, presented up to the axle housing. You notice I put the swivel seal and retainer on before I put this in there, because if you don't, you can't get it on there. It has to go on now. So I was getting ready to seal this up, and I really love Hylamar as a Hylamar blue as a gasket sealant. And normally when it's new, it's like the consistency of toothpaste. This stuff would not come out of the tube. So now I'm going off in search of another sealer solution in the shop. I'll be back. Okay, I'm pleased to announce that the stub axle is back. Geez. But it's all bolted in place. Use grade 8 on everything. Got them a little longer than I should, but that's all right. But that's all back in place. The axle's engaged with the splines in there, which I don't say lightly, because I accidentally pulled on the axle and pulled it out of the spline, and it's challenging to get it back into place. So the next step is to work on getting the outer parts on here, the hub and the brake backing plate, and that will be next. I got my hub back on. It's a big old honking thing to mess with out here in the heat and everything. Now it's kind of nice. Clouds have come out a little bit. But I got that on. And got the upper and lower fulcrum pins in place. And I test installed this beautiful tie rod that I got from roverparts.com. I was really questioning whether it was going to clear the leaf spring or not, but it does, just like it's supposed to. And I've got a new steering link from the steering box out to the right front wheel, and everything's coming together. Obviously I don't have any brakes on the hub out here, And that's going to be interesting getting them on. I'm probably going to wish I had put the slave cylinders, the wheel cylinders on before I installed it, but you know, you live and learn. So, making progress.